Late start. Late start, everybody. Look at this background. It's not set up good. It's my fault for not being ready. Nothing's ready. Here we go. Oh, fuck it. I don't even care. What's up, Breggs?
Hello. Welcome everybody to Real or Fake Live. This is episode 53, I believe.
Sure
maybe.
is. Sure is. You nailed it.
Yeah. So all this month we're doing Halloween episodes. We're gonna test out some tasty Halloween treats. We have a Halloween costume contest that anybody can enter. As long as you live in the U.S., you just have to email us at paranormalwarehouse@gmail.com with your costume, and we're gonna pick it November 8th on Real or Fake Live.
You don't have to just live in the U.S. to send a picture, Chris.
Yeah, but for us to send the T-shirt and bumper sticker.
That's right. That's right. Oh,
so that's the
shit.
disclaimer. Michael doesn't know Jack.
Okay. So how are you doing?
I'm fine.
You look good in those glasses.
Thanks, man. I wasn't feeling context right now.
Well, I think you could have done well with both. How about that?
Appreciate it. I'm gonna move this a little closer here.
All right, let's get moving here since we're 15 minutes in, and let's do last week's video. Hot. Last week's video was hot.
Hot.
Hot to trot, hot on the streets. Here we go. I'm gonna play it and then we'll talk about it.
Can't wait.
And I was like, okay. So I looked at the camera. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna calm down. So I wanted to tell the camera, y'all see that? Y'all saw that?
Okay. So this video is of a security guard who you could see this misty object walking around, and he stands up. Now, I got a little bit more of a scope as to what's going on here in the video. So
yeah.
He is filming from like wherever the station is where they can see the footage.
Mm-hmm.
And he is giving commentary of himself. I thought it was actually audio from him when he was there, like talking to the camera.
Right.
But it's him pointing and then him saying like, yo, that was me saying, look at that shit over there. So this has been hot on the internet here. We wrote an article. We got a lot of views. And it is debatable.
Yeah.
I believe we both said real. What do you got there? A Merlot?
Yeah. No, Pinot Noir.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I don't know, man. Bevmo, buy one, get one for 5 cents. How can you go wrong?
Oh, yeah. Wait, whoa. Buy one, get one for 5 cents?
Yeah, so you could buy like a $35 bottle of wine and get the second for 5 cents.
At what price does this deal dwindle?
No, it's all different bottles. You can buy an expensive bottle. It has to be on there. Like, not all the bottles are on sale.
That's a deal. You might as well get a good wine.
That's what I'm saying. You could get 2 of them for the price of 1, basically.
That's a deal, man. If I've ever heard a deal in my life.
Yeah. That's why I went shopping today, because we were going to do a spooky beer and talk about what it tastes like.
Right. We did not get a spooky beer.
We did not, because Bevmo had none. And I went and bought 4 bottles of wine instead.
Cool. All right, so we both said real. On the internet, people going back and forth. I think what makes this valid is this guy's reaction and how he's talking about it. And I think to me, it's even more validated that he's not saying these things in real life. He's saying them after he is filming the footage, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It just seems real. You know, we've seen people that are acting and it looks like trash.
Right. And you mentioned in the episode last week that he has claimed that there was other stuff going on before
Yeah,
that he
he
actually.
posted this to be like, "Yo, I told you guys that this was happening." That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I looked up follow up. I found nothing. Um,
Okay.
so it could just be some sort of viral trickery, but I don't know. That's what I got about that.
All right. Yeah. Definitely a cool video. I wonder if. Do you think maybe we could try and see if we could get an interview with him?
I would love that.
We should look into that.
Yeah, we should. I'm gonna put that on you. Your idea, great idea. Go get him.
Oh, you're gonna put that on me? Oh, okay.
Go get him, Chief. You could do it. You're gonna get this interview. Hashtag Breggy interviews. Hashtag Breggs can do it.
All right. Well, I need you to send me any information you have,
Okay, I will.
which is probably nothing.
Very minimal.
Very minimal. Okay.
All right, so this week's video we selected from it was from a live cam stream of the Malvern Manor. Okay, everybody knows the Malvern Manor, and it's a pretty spooky situation. So the the attic seems to be the place to be. So
Yeah, hot spot.
yeah,
Hot.
it's hot. So
Hot.
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 It was in a different location, and people actually
Hot.
asked for Josh to move the camera up there. So I hit him up, and I'm like, "Yo, man, can you move it up there?" Oh my God, Rick James just joined from the grave. What's up, bro? But he moved it up there, and lo and behold, craziness started happening. I don't really know what to make of it. I have some possible thoughts on what it could be, and I'm also torn. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna play the whole thing. It's long. It's gonna be loud. You can wear your headphones to hear it best. I'm gonna play the whole thing, and then we're gonna chat about it.
Okay.
Here we go.
So,
Alrighty. So I'm going to start the video back up again, just to have it up. All right. So it's intense. I showed it to Josh, and he said that he didn't want to go back in there as a joke. But it's intense, man. Not only are you hearing this barking, weird sound, it sounds like someone's throwing like sheets of tin around or throwing chairs or crazy shit. So I don't know. What do you think about it after you heard it? I've heard it many times.
right.
So I want to hear what you have to say about it with a
Well,
fresh mind.
I think it's interesting that you said barking because I didn't really think that when I listened to it. To me, it just sounded like distorted, like arguing.
Right.
Um,
And I say barking like it just has that tone, but I agree with you in that it sounds like it's like if aliens were talking, you couldn't understand what they were saying, but it has the intonations of like speech. Does that make sense?
yeah, like it sounds like it could be somebody talking, but from like the corner on the street, yelling at each other
Right,
in
and
the middle.
it's really loud.
Yeah,
It's really loud. There's been
and also
crazy. Go ahead.
it also sounds like that somebody is trashing the place downstairs.
Yeah, man, it sounds like they're throwing stuff around, stuff's banging. It's crazy. Uh,
Crazy.
crazy. So I don't know. I don't know what to really make of it. Another thing to note is that the video starts. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and then nothing happens for a while, and then
Right.
it jumps to 7, and then like it stops, and 20 minutes pass, and then it happens again, and then that's it. Then it's over.
Right. And for everybody to realize too, we've been to Malvern Manor, and like there's not a lot of people in that town. There's only like one strip right by the house
Right.
that uh that really would be the most traffic and people going up and down. But like 1 o'clock in the morning, there's probably not a lot going on. Um,
Probably
there's like
quiet.
yeah, there's like one restaurant, a couple stores, and like a bar. Which the bar closes down at 2. The restaurant probably closes down earlier than that. So I can't see there being a ton of commotion out on the street.
Yeah, I have George says that it sounds like people are moving furniture. It definitely does.
Yeah,
Uh,
or
I
like breaking shit downstairs.
I
Like
know, dude,
just taking shit and like tossing it.
and Josh went, and nothing has moved. You know,
Yeah,
and it sounds so loud. I couldn't imagine it coming from outside
right.
with that type of banging. Now, I thought maybe it could have been like a dog fight,
Okay.
um, but it would just be so weird for dogs to fight at 1 o'clock and then come back and fight in the same exact spot at 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's the same sound. So I don't know. No one was in the place.
Do we?
It was a bizarre situation.
Well, let me ask you. Do we think it's a camera issue?
Hmm. I'll say this: the microphone on the camera does suck ass big time.
Okay.
So, whatever's coming through is not coming through clearly because nothing does.
Right.
But
so we could actually, all right. So hypothetically, we could say that the microphone sucks on the camera.
big time.
So if we were actually getting EVP, it's not going to come in clear regardless.
Correct. It would come in. You could hear people talking. But you know what, man? I say the microphone sucks. If you were in there speaking, it wouldn't be absurd.
Like you would understand.
It wouldn't be absurd distortion. I'd be able to hear what you're saying.
Got it.
So, I don't know, man. It's weird. Bill Hyland. So I posted the video, and Bill said, it's so distorted that how could you know?
Yeah,
and he's right. I just think it's just weird, man. It's so loud and so aggressive, and to have no yield, like nothing happened, like no animals flipping out inside of the place. It's just bizarre to me.
All right, so what do you? This is tough. What do you? Everybody watching right now, the 3 people. What do you think? Real, fake as fuck, fake by mistake.
Yeah, I'm looking at Periscope too. Let us know what you think. I mean, it's so loud. You'd think it'd be in the room or down the stairs.
Yeah.
We've been there. It's the attic. It's that narrow stairway.
And I was trying to watch very closely to see if anything were to move or if there were any sort of like apparition or shadow or light anomaly. I mean, everything blowing around in the attic we're going to chalk up to dust or bugs.
Yeah, it's for sure dust.
So I was looking to just see if there was any sort of like weird anomaly of like a shadow or like.
Yeah, I don't think there's any visual the entire time.
Right. And at one point though, during the audio, you do almost sound like it does almost sound like footsteps.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
I mean, it's hard. It's just me listening to it and thinking, oh, that could have been footsteps sort of thing. Are you getting any responses on Periscope or what people think?
George says 100% real.
Okay. I got nothing on Video Live.
Yeah, I'm going to say real. Doink. How about that? What are you saying?
I don't know, man. I'm having a tough time.
Yeah, I mean, just go with your heart. Take a sip of that wine, relax. Really think about your answer.
Can I come up with a new saying? A new
Let's go crazy. What's your new saying?
slogan?
I'm waiting.
I'm thinking. I do want to say real.
Okay, but what are you gonna say?
But what I'm gonna say is needs more research.
NMR?
Yeah.
All right, NMR.
So like what I would want to do, and we should talk to Josh about it, is set up other pieces of equipment up there.
Right, and see if it correlates with the sound?
Correct.
All right. Sounds cool to me.
But I think it is a very intriguing piece of evidence. I just think we need more to go on.
I think so too. All right,
So,
NMR.
Needs more research.
I'm going to make like some weird nerdy graphic for that.
Okay.
Okay. NMR it is.
NMR.
All right, are we moving on to our new Halloweeny segment today?
Sure, man. Let's do it.
All right.
I got my Halloween shirt on today.
Here's our cool Halloween. Oh my goodness gracious! Cool shirt. The baby's acting up. First time, the baby's acting up. She wants to really be on the show. I'm never putting her on the internet. There's not a chance.
I don't blame you, man.
Seeing that baby on the internet.
Some
all right,
creeps.
so what we have different items here. But what do you have today?
I have these Reese's eyeballs.
Oh, those are cool. I have this spooky, scary ghost Reese's. Ooh. So Reese's hot to trot on their Halloween game. Is what I would say. You know what? Let me talk about this real quick. Biggest bullshit I've seen out there on the market are these quote unquote glow in the dark candies.
Yeah, it's just the wrapper.
And it's just the wrapper.
Yeah, man. That's how they get you.
I want them to take some poisonous dye, mix it in with the chocolate, and make
that
that shit glow in the dark, bro.
That when you eat it, your mouth glows in the dark.
Yo, in the 90s, no problem. In the 90s, that product would be on the shelves and selling like hotcakes from commercials on Nickelodeon.
100%.
100%. All right, so I'm going to unwrap mine here.
Before you continue, I just want to say this shirt is from TeePublic. There's a sale going on right now, $14 t-shirt in the TeePublic store on our Facebook, and if you go to ParanormalWarehouse.com, check it out. $14 t-shirts. I just ordered 3 myself about 10 minutes before the show.
Wowee.
I'm actually I'll share the link in the vidi.live chat room.
Oh, you're so hot to trot. Did we say hot to trot already, the show?
I don't think so.
I don't think it matters. So, here. All right.
All right, you do yours first while I do this.
All right, so my first analysis is, so the whole shtick on mine is that the Reese's looks like a little spooky ghost. Now, it looks way better on camera, but in real life, it looks like a dried up dog turd. Okay? So I'll give it a 3.5 on attempt for spooky factor. No, a 5 on attempt, but on execution, I'm going to give it a 3.5. Okay?
Okay.
Already, it's losing points because it's white chocolate.
Oh, it's white chocolate Reese's. Let me see that again.
Yeah, dude, it's a spooky ghost, bro.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, look at that. All right, so I hate white chocolate, so I don't know. I'm not quite sure why I purchased it. And I also just shoved a Five Guys hamburger down my throat before we started the show, like 5 minutes before.
So this is your dessert.
Yeah, this is what's going to make me throw up afterwards. So here we go. Immediate taste. You're getting the Reese's. You're getting the peanut butter. Follow that up with the disgusting undertone of the white chocolate. I mean, listen. Everybody likes Reese's, okay? I'm not a peanut butter guy, and I'm a fan of Reese's. Peanut butter.
All right. So you don't like it.
The white chocolate, not a fan. Execution, looks like a dried dog turd. They could have put spooky eyes or something on it.
Yeah, they didn't put anything on there, right? There's no face whatsoever?
No face whatsoever. I mean, listen, they're pumping these things out, okay? Again, in the 90s, would have had creepy eyes. But I'm going to give it 2 out of 4 ghosts.
Woo!
I'm going to give it 2 out of 4 ghosts. We haven't gone above 2 out of 4 ghosts, I believe.
No, I think I said 3 last week.
Oh, okay.
You don't even know. All right. So the eyes, again, there's nothing on it. It looks like an Easter egg. They can resell these as Easter eggs if they run out and just repackage them.
What's up, Wayward Timmons? That looks like a turd too. That looks like a turd way more than mine. So it doesn't even look like an eyeball?
No, there's nothing on it.
This is all shit. Hashtag bring back 90s candy. Hashtag
It's like
future cancer candy. Doesn't matter. It's cool.
all right. So it tastes like a regular Reese's. Mine's actually melting a little bit.
Mine melted extremely.
I'm gonna open up the other one. I like Reese's. Listen, don't get me wrong, I like Reese's, but I just feel like the production value is pretty low. You know.
I agree. On my end, you know, you can't slap a cool eyeball wrapper on it.
Yeah,
I mean, you
can resell these as Easter eggs.
So hold that up there, dude. There's no eye decoration on there. It is just a big lump of turd.
That's it.
That's garbage, dude.
Okay, man. That's it.
That's garbage. At least mine looked like a spooky ghost.
Yeah. Barely.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play the long game and say, when they release the Easter eggs, we're gonna see if
Yeah.
it's the same fucking thing. And then
The
we're gonna,
Easter
and then
eggs
we're
are
gonna
usually
call
bigger.
up. We're gonna call up Reese's and say we're on to your shit.
Yeah.
You're really
We got-
half-assing Halloween, and you
Yeah.
got to get it together.
Yeah, we caught them.
Red-handed.
My vote, though, I'm a big fan of Reese's, and that was just a regular Reese's to me, so I'm going to go with a 4.
That's trash, dude. You're throwing away the production value here. It's a part of the it's a part of the grade.
I mean, you're paying for the taste, man.
I disagree.
Ultimately, you're paying for that. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. If it was filled with green peanut butter slime that glue in the dark, and then when you ate it, your mouth, I would put 100 ghosts down here. Are you kidding me?
That's now you got your eye on the prize. Hey, you need marketing guys, Reese's? There's 2 of them right here.
We're available.
2 of them right here, ready to make you millions.
And I'm sure they can make some green. It's just green food coloring. I'm sure they could figure it out.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just laziness.
You know? And, like, don't give me the whole we're trying to be organic healthy here. You're making Reese's peanut butter cups, okay?
It's candy.
It's candy. It's candy.
We gotta hit up Hershey. That's the parent company here.
George just said the eyeball looks like shit. It's true.
Well,
Wayward Timmons said trash too.
Glad it didn't taste like shit.
Well, thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness gracious.
I still got a whole bag of those Kit Kats from last week.
Well, I was, I told my lovely wife, I was like, yo, you could have one, but I can't. I need this bag of candy. And today I was like, yo, did you eat any more? I assumed she would. And she was like, it was a good thing that you said just to keep one, because I ate like a whole bunch of them. Sorry, I'm calling you out. She's giving me a look like, fuck you.
I thought I would have gone through most of my Reese's already, but I've been holding off.
Hey, now you can. Now you're good to go.
They'll probably be gone by tonight.
Go crazy, man.
Go crazy. Live my best life, right?
Live your best life, Reese's. We just came up with the next slogan.
Yeah. But they could really make awesome Halloween candy if they were to develop like a green peanut butter or even like a green cookie layer in there.
Listen, man, we got all these ideas. You know, the eyeball, you could have made it red. Could have been like blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I think they're just afraid to, like, everybody's so sensitive, you know?
Oh, get over it, bro, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Get over it.
I hear you. All right, you ready to move on?
Yeah, here we
I'm
go.
over this Reese's talk. All right, let's move on to some Breggy news.
Oh, I started Paranormal Trash.
God damn.
Oh, my God. I started Paranormal Trash. What's up, Lucky Kimbo?
Well, you got more going on in Periscope than I do. Shit.
All right, breaking news. Here we go.
Your first news article of the day comes from the Daily Star. Ghosts can chat to us on the smartphone app, says paranormal researcher, and I say bullshit. Anyway, here we go.
Bull. Yo, this picture definitely is implying something naughty.
Yeah, dick
you
pic.
know, I didn't want to say it, but that's definitely
whatever. What the 3 people watching?
That's a Getty stock dick pic picture right there, for sure.
But wait for the Daily Star to be creative. All right, here we go. Kim Johnson, a paranormal investigator from Alabama, said modern ghostbusting tech can help pinpoint hauntings. The ghost fanatic said she got into spirits in 2008 after she moved into a quote-unquote haunted house. Kim describes herself as pretty logical and skeptical, but believes there's sometimes things you experience that you have no other explanation for.
Sure.
She said the first thing we do if someone thinks they're having paranormal activity is use an EMF, electromagnetic field meter. I determine if there's an electrical issue in the house. She goes on to say, if you don't have an EMF meter to detect these different electromagnetic waves, then there are apps that have that built in. That's not real.
Yo, not real. Yo,
That's
this
not
stuff
built.
drives me bonkers.
Your phone is not built to be an EMF meter.
No, man, it doesn't have that capability. And
that app is bullshit.
Yo, so Daily Star. Here we go. I'm just gonna be mean. I don't care.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Let it out.
So Kim Johnson from Alabama. I don't know how you got picked by the Daily Star to talk about this, but I can't understand the audacity that you could just rattle off information like it's fact. I don't understand. What makes you think any of that's okay?
Right.
Chris.
And here's the other underlying issue is that people.
Yo,
get
George
these
says Kim Johnson's full of shit. Oh man.
But, I mean, the underlying issue is that these people buy these apps, and or a free app, whatever, and they're quote unquote paranormal researchers or ghost hunters or whatever. Nobody knows what the fuck these apps do, and most of the time they do nothing. An app is created for entertainment purposes. It doesn't detect ghosts. It doesn't detect an EMF in your house. It's bullshit, and people keep purchasing these thinking they work, but because the app is designed to give you a spike here and there, or give you an EVP here and there, or they have like the thermal imager ghost hunting apps. Every once in a while, it'll probably like come up with a fucking somebody walking through your fucking house that's not there. It's all
those thermal. Unless you buy a peripheral camera, those thermal imaging things are just taking the image on the camera and altering the colors. If you were in a dark room, which you would pick up thermal imaging, IR light, it would pick up nothing. It's not actually picking up IR. It's just, I mean, listen, man. Am I gonna fault some guy for making an app and making a buck or two?
No.
I guess not. But
if you're the person buying this app, realize
you're getting ripped off.
She claims she's logical. No, you're not.
Damn.
You're not.
You're not. The Long Island just came out.
It did, because
You're not.
I'm getting angry. So let me finish the article. So she continues by saying one of the apps is made by Laxton Ghost. This is her quote. There's some researchers out of Sweden. Okay.
All right.
That app has several tools in it, and I find that one useful because it's built by genuine researchers and not people who are just trying to have fun or make an app that's kind of a joke. Oh,
it's hilarious.
No, that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly who they are.
Right.
Anyway, she added that high EMF readings are linked to hallucinations and paranoia, so the first thing to do is rule out the paranormal. Rookie paranormal investigators can now also call upon the aid of a teddy bear with an EMF meter built in. Boo Buddy Bear comes dressed in an uncanny boiler suit and glows red if it detects electric fields. Kim said, we were standing out in the middle of the woods of this mining village, and the bear's belly starts glowing red. We ruled out that there was anything electrical around to cause it to do that. One of the people with us said she felt like there was a little girl holding her hand. She was holding Boo Buddy in one arm, then the other felt like a little girl was holding her hand. It was recorded questions inside of it. Well, this is written like garbage. Basically, she also used a spirit box. Kim said the theory goes that spirits can manipulate that white noise to communicate with us real time. When we could hear them, we could ask questions, and they hopefully will respond. My favorite spirit box app that I'm using right now is Sono X10, which is one of those apps that just has a sound bank. There's also a
Sono X10.
There's Sono X12 for people on Android. Kim added that sometimes she explains to spirits that she wants to chat with how to use all the various equipment. Some of my friends would kind of giggle at me because I felt we need to do this, she said. Supposedly once you pass on, you're on the other side, you're kind of all-knowing, and you don't need those explanations, but I still explain it anyway. Great, you're talking to an app that doesn't do shit.
Right, and I mean, that Boo Buddy, like, yeah, it does detect electromagnetic energy, but it has a ranged field, and there's a multitude of things that could set this thing off, including cell phones sometimes, on some EMF detectors. So, I don't know, man. Just another case of someone who's not doing their homework.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Taking the teacher and me and killing me.
Yeah, it's garbage.
You want to move on?
Yeah, let's move on. I'm done with that garbage.
Oh my god, what is this huge sound? All right,
What
so
is this?
this is...
What do you got going? What? Oh.
I got the bar, okay? I wasn't able to get the original video, but I got this other shitty video, okay?
Well, this also comes from the Daily Star. And
Daily
it's
Star's on fire. First off, look at this lovely piece of dust floating around here.
Big piece of dust. So the paranormal activity has been recorded on CCTV at a Lincolnshire bar, and according to its owners, the ghosts are boozers. Spooky footage shows ghostly orbs floating through U.S.-style bar and grill, Whitham and Blues in Lankrick. The unexplained apparitions appeared from a dark corner in the 300-year-old building just days after a customer reported a glass moving across the table by itself. General manager Maddie Taylor also said her 2-year-old daughter, Luna, was terrified after spotting a scary lady after closing time. She said, quote, I was standing talking to one of our assistants and Luna ran ahead to go out the fire exit we used near that table as we were getting ready to leave. But all of a sudden, she ran back, clung to my legs, and said, Mommy, there's a scary lady, and pointing near the fire exit, but there was no one there. I kept reassuring her, but she kept pointing and saying, there. She was petrified. She said CCTV had also captured weird white mist, dust, by the Empire State Building table. The family captured the strange orbs floating, dust, above the tables at 2 a.m. on September 27th. Maddie's sister, Victoria Burden, 36, who lives above the restaurant, said, it normally sounds like a busy bar, but when we check the cameras, it's all dark and locked up. I like to think in general the building has a friendly feel, but more recently this area has been more active. Friends of mine recently sat at that table, and after a while they asked me if this place was haunted. My husband said he had seen her wine glass move across the table on its own when her back was turned. She later joked that a ghost had tried to steal her Prosecco.
Oh, shit.
But she didn't think the ghosts have any nasty surprises in store for the customers. She's quoted in saying, we feel that any ghost here must be former drinkers from another time and not out to hurt anybody, as we've had nothing sinister happen, she added. All right. So we got a bar with a bunch of dust going around and people think it's haunted.
Right. Well, in the video, the chair does move on its own. So I'm not really...
Can we play the video?
No, because I have it on lock, okay? Daily Star stole it, and I'm not able to access that.
You're not able to steal it as well.
Right. I'd like to keep us going for a little bit longer. But
yeah.
what I got from that article is that I'm going to become a Prosecco man.
Really?
You know, I'm just going to go strictly Prosecco.
Okay.
And I don't even know what that is. So
it's just like a sparkling wine, which I think is basically
like it sounds delicious.
It's like, I think it's like sweeter than champagne.
I don't know. I like champagne.
I'll buy you a bottle of Prosecco for New Year's.
Okay. Done and done.
Okay, great. All right, this next story is
let's pep through this one. We're almost done, dude. Time is almost up.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We're good. Historic log cabin. This is from Fox 2 Now, St. Louis. Historic log cabin goes up in flames. Investigators suspect arson. Fire officials said an arsonist has been causing serious problems in southeast Missouri by targeting old and historic buildings. Why, man?
Yeah,
why?
What a fucking asshole, dude.
Get a hobby. What the fuck? It happened in and near.
I feel you.
It happened in and near Marquand, Missouri, which is about 100 miles south of St. Louis. The crime scene tape was still in place under an old log cabin in the city park. The cabin is the community's pride and joy. Very old, very historic. It appeared somebody set the building as well as a nearby church on fire and on purpose. The log cabin was built in the late 1800s and it went up in flames early Thursday morning. The cabin was owned by one of the original families to settle in Marquand. It bothers me. This is a quote from Lisa Bromer. It bothers me. I just don't know who would do something like that. An asshole.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Old Buckhorn Church just outside of Marquand burns. The church had not been used in years. Residents said it's about a century old. There were similarities between the church fire and the log cabin blaze. So basically, this is an old historic church, and some idiot set it on fire, which is upsetting because a lot of the buildings that we have static cams in are also old, and we would be highly pissed if somebody set them on fire.
Yeah, man. Well. Think about it. This building has survived all odds to continue to exist, and then
Yeah.
some jerk off sets it on fire. You know what I mean? I don't get it.
I don't get it. All right. You want to jump into some paranormal trash? We got 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Let's go. Hey.
I'm sure we could go a little bit over. We started about 15 minutes late.
That's true. All right. So, paranormal trash today. Yo, I talked to you about this. I wanted to make a solid 1 or 2 guesses. What theme paranormal trash is today? It's very trashy.
Very trashy. All right, I'm going with poltergeist.
That is incorrect. Would you like another one?
Leprechaun.
Close.
Oh.
Close. So I originally was going to go for fairies. I have a fairy in there, but I'm gonna say mythical beings.
Okay. Shit. Yeah.
Pretty. I'll give it to you. There is a leprechaun type creature that is in this video.
All right, let's do it.
Hold on. I think my computer's trying to update, and I told it to calm down. All right. So this thing, you can see this little beast. Whoa! Skitter across the way. And as you can see, it has this weird hopping motion. It's not a deer. It's not a dog. It's a weird beast. See that little guy right there?
Oh, yeah, that's fucking weird.
I'm guessing CGI because that car would have slammed on its brakes. I would.
Yeah, or spun out of control.
You know, if it, any type of animal that's jumping in there, you don't want to hit it going that fast. You're gonna hurt yourself too. I mean, could it be a deer? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't look like one. It kind of looks.
I mean, it could be like a sick animal.
Yeah, I think it's just a CGI piece of garbage, though, is what I'm going with.
Okay.
What if you could meet a mythical being? What would it be?
Huh. I would go with fairy. I feel like they would have more to offer. What do you got? I mean, or a leprechaun, I guess, because of the goal. But that leprechaun Halloween movie, I'm not a fan.
Oh, I feel you, man. It scared me when I was younger too.
Yeah.
That was scary. Was Ernest? No, those were no. What the? Ernest Scared Stupid. What were the?
Oh, that's a great movie.
I know, dude. I just read an article on the guy who plays Ernest. He was like a genius. Did you know that?
Yeah, and did you know that anytime these kids wanted him to visit them in the hospital, like the kids like Make-A-Wish and everything, he made sure to go to every single one of them that asked to meet him?
Yeah, bro. He's one of those people that are just fantastic.
Yep.
Rest in peace, bro. That sucks. But yeah, I love those movies. But what was it? Trolls?
Yeah, those were like trolls that
Trolls.
came out of they like came out of the ground, and to get rid of them, they had to like spray milk on them.
Yes, you are correct. They would turn you into a little wooden doll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. On to the next one here. So, I believe this creature. This is your leprechaun creature. Okay, and I don't know if it's in South America. There's this being called the Duende, and he's a little jerk off that kind of like is a prankster, and he messes with kids. Now this kid's gonna kick the ball over there, and then the Duende is gonna scoot on by. Oh, here I'm gonna move your head, so we can watch that again.
Oh, I like that setup.
What, you on the top, me on the bottom? That sounded wrong. All right, so she's playing with the ball. The little dude is going to get the ball, and when it rolls across, you see the little Duende scurry across the floor. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, so check it out. He's gonna try to juggle the ball. He sucks at it. It goes over there, and Duende.
Yeah, total trash because he's acting.
See you, Wayward Timmons. I know it's funny because you could see his little gnome hat.
But that kid is bad actor, man. Don't pursue acting, Jesus.
You're crushing his dreams, and he's a child. So let's get one more view of the Duende before we move on with our lives here. And there he goes.
I can't believe I kicked it over.
All right. Now, speaking of fairies, since you were interested, this guy is walking through the woods. He sees a dragonfly, but lo and behold, it's not a dragonfly at all. It is a magical little creature.
Oh,
wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow, look at how majestic. And then everyone runs away from it in terror. So here, we'll get another view. I think they give a little slow-mo here, possibly. So it looks like a little dragonfly, and then this little beautiful being. Whoa! There it is. To terrorize the children. Now, I've heard things where fairies, I thought fairies were like Tinkerbell.
Yeah, I thought they were good, but I hear too they're evil
I hear that
little
they're little,
shits.
yeah, they're like, yeah, exactly, little shits. They're like causing trouble, biting, nipping. I don't know. I don't know what they do. But that's
Well,
our.
if this guy wasn't such a scaredy cat, he could have caught it.
I know, man. You grab that thing. What's that thing gonna do to you? Unless it has magical
Seriously.
powers or poison.
Right.
You know. Look at this thing. He comes at you. I would just give him a little grab. Make my millions. Showing off the
Yep.
fairy. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And then you take the fairy. You throw it in a box. You ruin its life. You throw it on TV. You make your money for its suffering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, perfect.
Right. That'll happen to Bigfoot one day. I hope not.
Probably.
I hope not. If there are Bigfoot, I hope they just are elusive and just live in the forest happily ever after. And that concludes our show, everybody. That was episode 53 of Real or Fake. Started off a little bit late, but I should talk in this voice the entire show.
No, you shouldn't.
Okay, so we saw a couple of mythical creatures. We ate 2 Reese's, one looking like a ghost, one looking like an eyeball. Chris got aggravated most of the show, and we heard some voices from Malvern Manor. Thank you for tuning in. Chris, tune us out here.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Catch us next week. Don't forget, send us your costumes before November 8th. ParanormalWarehouse@gmail.com. You could you can win a Paranormal Warehouse t-shirt and bumper sticker. Only those living in the U.S. are eligible. I apologize. And yeah, that's all we got. And don't forget, $14 t-shirts at TeePublic, Halloween and paranormal t-shirts. Go to the Paranormal Warehouse store. You could get cool t-shirts like this.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, that's all I got. See everybody next week. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody. See you guys. Bye, Chris. Whoop. Okay.